Hello, community captains. Let's talk a little bit about the Move Your Way campaign, a partnership with Active Southern West Virginia brought to us by the Office of Disease Prevention and Health Promotion at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The Move Your Way campaign is designed to raise awareness of recommendations in the physical activity guidelines and encourage more Americans to get moving. The campaign aims to increase knowledge, self-efficacy, which is the belief in oneself to act in a certain way, and ultimately physical activity levels. Many of you may be familiar with MyPlate. MyPlate is the government's consumer-focused campaign based on the dietary guidelines for Americans. Move Your Way is similar, except it focuses on physical activity recommendations. So, who is the target audience of the Move Your Way campaign? The primary audience is physical activity contemplators, or people who are not yet meeting the recommendations in the physical activity guidelines. We focused on this group because science shows that people who aren't physically active can gain the most health benefit from adding any amount of movement to their daily routines. In addition to contemplators, we also chose to target health professionals. Consumers consider this group a trusted source for health information. Helping health professionals to communicate the health benefits of physical activity to consumers can help everyone get more active. We also chose to target families. Our audience research taught us that family is a powerful motivator for physical activity for both kids and adults. Audience research was a critical part of developing the Move Your Way campaign. Our group spent over 2 years developing the campaign, relying on research with our target audiences during each step along the way. Before we developed a single poster or fact sheet, we gathered information from both consumers and health professionals through several rounds of focus groups and an online survey. Through this research, we identified preferences around physical activity-related communications, as well as common barriers and facilitators to getting more active. Based on these findings, we created a full suite of Move Your Way materials. These products were then tested with members of the audience and further refined. By the time we launched the campaign in 2018, we had collected data from over 2,300 participants. Launching didn't mean that we were done hearing from our target audiences. Our process is cyclical. Over the last 2 years, we've continued to conduct research and develop additional materials for new audiences. The Move Your Way campaign materials currently includes over 40 resources available in English and Spanish on health.gov. As you can see on the slide, the Move Your Way campaign includes a variety of materials, including a series of posters, fact sheets, and videos. In our research, we learned that participants liked images and messages that reflected both diverse activities and diverse people being active. You'll see that the images reflect a range of ages, body types, and abilities. The campaign also includes a number of social media graphics and corresponding messages that anyone can use to promote physical activity within their sphere of influence. The campaign includes 4 videos available on YouTube that address common barriers to activity. There are videos that provide tips for getting active when you're experiencing bad weather, lack of motivation, lack of time, and lack of quality time with family. Let's watch one of those videos now. Our research showed that people disliked one-size-fits-all recommendations for physical activity. Participants preferred messages that broke up the recommendations of 150 minutes per week into smaller, more realistic goals. They also let us know that they wanted information about activities they could easily fit into their routines. To help address this feedback, we created an online activity planner that allows adults to build a customized plan based on their preferences and health goals. It also allows users to see their progress towards meeting the recommendations in the guidelines and emphasizes that users can meet the recommendations in a variety of ways, in the times and places that work for them. You may be thinking, how does Active Southern West Virginia fit in? The Move Your Way campaign relies on something called the Community-Based Prevention Marketing Framework to get these messages to people who need them most. This means that HHS works with community organizations like Active Southern West Virginia to distribute materials and to share these messages through local activities and events. The idea is to tailor and customize activities and materials to local needs, resources, and demographic groups. Community members are part of the campaign at every level and help market the physical activity messages to other members of their communities. In 2020, Active Southern West Virginia is one of the 8 community organizations nationwide that we're working with to spread the word about the Move Your Way campaign and the physical activity guidelines. As Active Southern West Virginia community captains, you play an important role in getting this information to community members and participants that you work with through your programming. Many of the individuals who come to programming may be beginners or not yet meeting the 150 minutes of recommended physical activity each week. You're working to ensure that individuals in your community get and stay active, and the Move Your Way resources can help. Consider sharing the Move Your Way messages on social media or distributing the fact sheets to participants. Work on incorporating some of the key messages into your discussions with program participants. The campaign includes messages about short-term health outcomes like better sleep and mood, and longer-term disease management benefits such as blood pressure control and diabetes management. Participants in our research favored these types of messages over more generic ones like physical activity is good for you. Move Your Way also emphasizes the fact that lots of activities count, even things you have to do already, like cleaning the house, working in the yard, or walking the dog. It all adds up, and starting with just a few minutes can be a great way to build more activity into everyday life. It's important to remember that anyone can be active. People of all ages, sizes, and health statuses can find ways to be active that they enjoy. If you're interested in learning more about the Move Your Way campaign, you can visit these pages on health.gov. We've included the links where you can find the free posters, fact sheets, and social media messages to share. You can also visit our YouTube channel to check out the Move Your Way videos. The link at the very top is the Move Your Way consumer website. This is the website that is included within all of the campaign materials. It's where consumers can find more information about physical activity and a link to the online activity planner I showed you earlier. If you have specific questions about how Active Southern West Virginia is implementing the campaign, be sure to reach out to Erin, Melanie, or another member of the Active Southern West Virginia staff. Thank you for listening and for sharing these important messages with program participants and fellow community members.